So I got an opportunity to see the new Quiet Place Day One movie. Did it meet the standard? Let's find out. A Quiet Place Day One, a movie directed by Michael Sarnowski, starring Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn. What did I like about this movie? Well, first and foremost, Lupita Nyong'o is a great actress and she carried this movie. It has to be so difficult for a person to be able to emote such emotion without using any language, without being able to talk, without being able to make any sounds. I believe that this is her best performance yet. I haven't seen her in a movie where she's done any better acting than this, and she probably said less lines than she ever has before in the past. What else did I like about this movie? Well, first and foremost, this movie is truly scary because we live in a day and time where we love to talk. Even me right now, I'm sitting here talking to you about a movie about people who cannot talk. This movie is scary to today's society because we put so much emphasis on talking and about language, whereas this movie makes you shut up. I mean, it literally says, if you do not shut up, you may die. There were people in the movie who died just because they were so afraid and they could not just keep quiet. And that's something that we don't want in this world today, because right now in this world, people cannot just be quiet, because in today's time, we put so much stress and emphasis on verbal communication. I don't think many of us would be able to live if something like that truly happened. What I truly love about the story is because it's about a woman running to life rather than people running from death. What I mean by that is there's a beautiful scene in this movie where a bunch of people are going in one direction towards safety. They were told to go to the boats, go to the water, and they were all walking. Thousands and thousands of people were walking in one direction, where you saw one person, Lupita Nyong'o, going in the opposite direction. She wasn't trying to save her life. She was trying to live her life. And we live in a day and time now where I think we're all so afraid of everything and we're all just trying not to mess up. But we could take a note from Lupita Nyong'o in this film, where everyone else was going in one direction. She was the one person who had the courage to go in the other direction. She wasn't trying to get away from death. She was trying to live life. And I think that anytime you have a movie that can have aliens in it and all the killing and all this craziness and things happen, but it's able to teach us a lesson like that, I think it's so important that we listen to it. And I really like the movie for being able to adequately convey that emotion to us, that instead of just trying not to mess up, try something different. Try to live life. Try to be all that you can be rather than just trying to survive, barely getting by. I don't believe that we were created to just barely get by, to just to live. We were created to be exceptional and to do great things. And that is a great message that I believe that this movie conveys to the people watching. And lastly, I think that this movie did a really great job capturing the original feeling that we had with the very first Quiet Place. I remember going to the movie theater and watching the very first Quiet Place, and everyone in the movie theater was quiet. No one said anything. We didn't want to eat our popcorn because we was afraid something was going to happen. And this movie had the same type of atmosphere in it while we were sitting in the movie theater. I didn't hear anyone crunching on popcorn. I didn't hear anyone slurping on a Slurpee. As a matter of fact, I decided to recline my chair in the middle of the movie, and my chair made noise. And my wife looked at me and said, "You just killed us all." For a movie to be able to have the audience so captivated, have the audience so engaged, where no one in the movie wants to make a sound or wants to say anything, I think that's a very powerful thing. Michael Sarnowski did an excellent job with that, with this movie, in conveying those feelings and putting your audience in the middle of what was going on. So, what did I think about the movie? Did it meet the standard? I say yes. I actually think it exceeds the standard, because this is my favorite Quiet Place movie yet. It was better than the first one, much better than the second one. And I believe Lupita Nyong'o did such a wonderful job conveying the story. It was a story more about her and her growth in death or in dying than it was about the aliens. It made the aliens secondary, which is an excellent job done by her. So if you're on the fence about seeing this movie, it is my recommendation that you go out and you see it as soon as possible, because I believe it's worth seeing. All right, we'll see you next time on the Standard Reviews. Thank you for watching. Peace.